All right, so in order to solve this problem, we need to utilize the formula A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the n t power. All right, so P represents the initial investment. A is how much the investment will accumulate to. And R is the interest rate, T is time in years, and N is the number of times that our money compounds. All right, so um, it looks like Jimmy invests $19,000, so P is 19,000. He wants it to accumulate to 22,000, and the interest rate is 5.63%, which would be 0.0563. It's going to compound quarterly, so N is 4. N is the number of times that it compounds in a year, and quarterly is every 3 months. It's 4 times during the year. And we want to figure out how long it's going to take for this to happen. So we don't know what T is. That's actually what we're trying to figure out. So we're going to plug in the numbers that they gave us into this formula. And so if I plug in the given numbers, it looks like we have, so A is 22,000, P is 19,000 times 1 plus R. R is 0.0563 over 4 raised to the 4 times t. Alright, so this is an exponential equation that we need to solve since the t is in the exponent. And so to solve an exponential equation like this, we're eventually going to natural log both sides. That way I can take advantage of the power property of the logarithm and move the 4t down. But on the first step, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to divide both sides by 19,000. And I'm going to simplify in the parentheses. So I'm picking up my calculator. Using my calculator, I have 0.053. It's 0.0563 divided by 4. And then I'm hitting enter, and I'm adding 1. So I simplified what's in these parentheses with the help of my calculator, and I got this, 1.014075. Okay, and so at this point, I want to bring that 4t down, so I need to natural log both sides. I'm going to natural log the left side, and I'm going to go ahead and reduce the left side to 22/19, and we'll natural log the right side. The reason why, we natural log both sides is so that I can take advantage of the power of logarithms, and I can move this 4t to the front. So doing that gives me natural log 22/19 equals 4t natural log 1.014075. And now we can solve for t. To solve for t, we need to divide both sides by 4 and divide both sides by the natural log 1.014075. So t would equal natural log of 22/19 divided by 4 natural log of this big decimal number. Okay, so this is the exact answer, but we have to use our calculator to evaluate this, which can be kind of rough, getting this in the calculator. So to type it in my calculator, I will begin by, I hit the natural log key, and then a parenthesis comes up, and I'll type in 22 divided by 19, and I'll close the parenthesis. And then I'm going to hit the division button, and then I'm going to hit the parentheses, and type in the denominator, 4 natural log 1.04075, and then I went and hit the parentheses twice. So on my calculator screen, I have natural log 22/19, and then I'm going to divide that by, and then I hit a parenthesis That way that way the calculator knows to divide by everything in the bottom. And then I typed in this. So what I'm writing right now is what it looks like on my calculator screen. Now, and then if I hit enter or equals, I end up getting T is approximately 2.62 or 2.622. I'll round to one more decimal place. Now, if you wanted to, you don't have to do all this expression at once on the calculator. You could do this. Take natural log 22 over 19 and then just divide it by 4 and hit enter, hit equals. And then once you have that, divide it by natural log 1.014075 and hit equals again. And you should get the same answer. So 2.622 years, is the answer. But, Jimmy only gets his interest quarterly. He only gets interest every 3 months. When we're told that interest is compounded quarterly, what that means is every 3 months your interest is added on. So for example, like whether someone withdraws their money at 2 years or 2 years and say 2 months, it'd be the same because that you wouldn't get your interest added on until the end of that 3-month period. So they also want me to convert this into years and months. So the official answer is 2 years. But then how many months? I need to realize, 0.62 years is equivalent to how many months? Well, there's 12 months in a year, so 0.622. Using my calculator, 0.622 times 12 gives me 7.464. So that's converting it into months. 0.622 years is equivalent to 7.464 months. Now again, Jimmy only gets his interest, he only gets his extra money at the end of each 3-month period, so we have to round up to the nearest 3-month period. And so that would be 9 months. 2 years, 9 months is the official answer to this problem. We always have to round up to get the interest because, we would have 2 years and 3 months and Jimmy would get his interest. And then 2 years, 6 months, he would get his interest again. But 2 years, 6 months, that'd be 2.5 years. That's not enough time for Jimmy to accumulate the full $22,000 that he wants, right? 2.5 years isn't enough. But he has to wait until the next 3-month period, 2 years and 9 months. So he'll actually have a little bit more than $22,000, but if he goes 2 years and 6 months, it won't be enough. So 2 years, 9 months is the official answer to this problem.